If I had a dollar for every time somebody said this to me, I'd probably be a millionaire. But they say your network is your net worth. And it's true. It's not so much what exactly you know, it's who you know. And that sounded really cliche when we were a kid, but let's face it, it's true. If you have great connections with leaders at other companies or people who are knowledgeable in your field, maybe other subject matter experts, between those two axes of people who know what it is that you know and they know more, and then people who are at a higher level than you who are decision makers, you can get everything done, right? Like, in other words, if somebody brings you a problem, you go talk to those peers. If you're looking to overcome some kind of roadblock in your job or change jobs, then you go to the leadership. Okay, now that I've established that point with you, and I hope you're on the same page as me, maybe you're wondering, well, how do I network? Well, I've got 5 steps for you. So first and foremost, and this doesn't matter if it's you're looking to connect with leaders or with peers at other companies, you're going to want to go out and do some research. So what that might look like is, you get on LinkedIn, you research the companies that are leading in your field, and you're going to go through and you're going to do some searches, right? You might have to look at the company name and then the maybe chief operations officer or vice president of operations, or if that's the kind of group that you work in. Or if you're in design, maybe you can look up design. You're going to look up senior design engineer for maybe the peers if you're in the design world. The point is, you can use that search function to really, really help you narrow down that list. Then you're going to make a list of those people and you're going to do some research, right? Like I said, you're doing this research. You're going to say, hey, what is there something that I have in common with them in terms of school or educational background, or maybe they shared a article on something that I care about. So you're going to use that for when you go to connect. So that's the second step. So I said this is a 5-step process. The second step is where you're going to go out there and you're connect. You're going to use the personalized invite, and you're going to use that information that you gleaned from the research step to have a thoughtful invitation. Instead of just hitting the connect button and hoping that they accept, now you've made a thoughtful, personalized invite that's going to increase the chances of them accepting your connection invitation. Doesn't mean that 100% of the time it's going to happen. Third step is you're going to invite them. You're going to invite them into a conversation. Maybe if they're local, you're going to meet them for coffee. If they're not local, maybe you're going to set up a Zoom or some kind of other, digital meeting on a different platform. I happen to use Zoom. That's why I said it. Then you are going to, when you're in that conversation, you're going to get really interested. So fourth step, get interested. As Dale Carnegie said, in order to be interesting, get interested. So what that is going to look like and sound like is you're going to pay attention to them. You're going to use your active listening skills. You're going to ask open-ended questions. So get them really talking. Get them talking about their successes. Get them feeling good about themselves. That's what people remember, is not so much what it is that you said, it's how you made them feel. All right. And then the last part is the follow-up. So now that you've gathered all this information from them, and maybe they said, oh, they're interested in this or they're interested in that, go back and write a thoughtful follow-up email with them in mind, and everything it is that you heard captured in that message. So if there was something that they said, well, I'm looking to do this, well, go find an article. Hey, I saw this article. Maybe it will help you. And then set some kind of, in that follow-up, set up follow-up for you, maybe to reach back out in a couple of weeks or in a month. So those are the 5 steps, right? So just to re-summarize, research them, connect with them, invite them into a conversation, get interested, and then certainly, last but not least, follow up. So use those 5 steps and you are going to have yourself an amazing network. Thank you.